Chad Brendo, BearcatJournal.com, here with one of my favorites, as always, Chris Ferguson. Chris, rivalry week. You've been a part of 4 wins. Does it mean something to not, like, you can't have the streak end on your watch? Is that important?
Man, of course. Like, I can't. We're not going to let it happen. And ever since I've been here, it's always been like beat Miami no matter what. Like, even on the bad seasons, 4-8, we beat Miami still. And like, 2 years ago they came really strong, and we almost did lose to them, but we still ended up pulling it out. Last year was a great win, and this year we really want to just come out and really make up for what happened last week. And I think our focus is even higher this week, and we got something to prove.
You had a bad week last week at home in the Bahamas. Obviously, a rough football game. You're a guy that's always smiling. How did you have to look in the mirror to get that smile back and refocus? Because for a guy that's always happy, that's got to be challenging for you to go through that.
Last week was rough. Then Saturday was even rougher. So I couldn't harp on it. If I harped on it, what would I do for my teammates? How would that that wouldn't be fair to the rest of the team. It'd be selfish of me. So, I just had to forget it, flush it down the toilet, lick my wounds, and, everybody back home is good, so that helped a lot too. So, now the focus is back to Miami, Ohio. We got a bye week next week, so everything's going into this game, and hopefully next week I could go home, see some smiles, put some smiles on people's faces,
You've gone against some stout competition the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yes, sir.
How does that make you better? Are you able to self-reflect and go in and look and say, this guy got me this way, or I struggled with this, or I had success with that? How do you self-evaluate that stuff?
Of course, and playing Ohio State, I played, of course, Chase Young, the top pass rusher they see in the
country
football this year, and I really got to measure myself against the best. And and I think that helped me a lot mentally and physically, and also our offensive linemen to just go against that D-line, and knowing that that's the best D-line we're going to face this year. And I know there's a lot of things we got to work on. We got to go back to a drawing board, a lot of stuff. But I feel like Jeremy Cooper, Guard Robinson, those guys held their own. Matt T held his own, and I think we're moving on, and I think we got a lot better, even though that transpired. But I think as O-line we're going to be a lot better as a team. It was a learning period that we needed. We kind of needed that, and now we're able to move on from it. We still can win the conference. So. Really
big loss at the beginning of the season, losing Charles McClellan. How's the team been able to recover from such a devastating loss for the year?
Man, Charles is one of those backs who can really come in. Charles is one of those backs who can really come in and change the whole game plan for a team. He could go outside, or he could run up the middle for you and really get loose on some screens and stuff. So it was a big blow to the team, but I think we got the depth at running back, and we got the personnel to pick up for it.
Offensively, it was tough as a whole,
right.
But there was some ability, some success pushing the ball down the field. How much do you guys look at the rest of the schedule and say what we've seen from Pierce? I love you too, Bob Mangine.
Bob Mangine, the GOAT.
To just know that, as we get in through the season, now we're showing.
Right.
We can hit the big ball, the deep ball. We can make some big plays down the field and diversify the offense a little bit.
We moved the ball pretty well against those guys. We just had a problem with finishing drives, and I think that's where we're going to have to pick it up coming on to the rest of the season. And I think we pretty much can move the ball against anybody, and we just have to focus in and lock in and finishing drives, scoring touchdowns, and getting points on the board.
You're a guy that hates losing.
Yeah,
the taste in your mouth is not good. How do you get that out? Is it just going out there on Saturday and playing as well as you can, playing a clean game, which you guys haven't really, accomplished yet, and winning a rivalry game?
Yeah, losing is, I take losing really hard, and I just had to step away and go within myself and let it go, and I think that helped me a lot. And this weekend we're just gonna leave it all out there.
All right, thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks, baby.